All right, guys. Hello. We're here back today with our AEW Dynamite post show here on the Push for Bodyslam.net. I am Cassidy Haynes. With me today is Topher McCann from our sister show, the jaBROnis podcast, and our good friend, Andrea Hangst.
Hi,
How are
Andrea
you today?
Hangst. Hi.
How is everybody doing today?
What's up?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Pretty
Yeah,
good?
all right.
All right. I'm exhausted still. I took a little bit of a nap on my day today after I got back from
God,
Chicago.
you had such a long drive.
Yes. I don't even remember what time I left. What time was that? Like 12:45 in the morning last night? Roughly.
It was later than that.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it was late. It was late.
I think I took like an hour and a half nap, but here we are. I woke up in time to watch Dynamite. It was good. But let's before we get into it, I'll just go ahead and get the news out of the way. If people want to hear some news, should we get into Dynamite? What do people want? What do you think, guys? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, who wants news? Who wants Dynamite? Recap.
What do people want to do?
What y'all want?
Well, what do you guys want to do? I'm asking you two.
I mean,
everybody else is responding.
I'm fine either way. I think maybe do you want to get into news first and then go into Dynamite?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. All right, so some news I got. I just put an article up, on bodyslam.net. If you go and look at it right now, it is about the plans for Jon Moxley's GCW championship program with Nick Gage. They announced that it's going to be the first match is October 9th in Atlantic City,
yes.
But it's not going to be a one-off. It's a multi-match program. I don't know how many matches exactly, but it's going to culminate at Spring Break over WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, so I'm so happy about that.
So we've got months of Gage and Moxley to go.
I love that.
Yeah, that's going to be fun, right?
Any high-profile Nick Gage stuff, the more high-profile that he can get, in my opinion, it's awesome to me. I think that Nick Gage is great. I think that it's a multi-month program, but also that obviously AEW is sitting here and Tony Khan's just being yes, sure, go ahead, Mox, have all these matches with Nick Gage. That's really great. I have a pizza cutter and it's really dull, but it's pretty. I'm about
that's what's up. I'm all about that too. Yeah, no, I was there Saturday night. You were supposed to be there, but plans changed. We don't have that shirt. I don't have that shirt on today, but it was fun. It was a good night.
I wish I would have gotten that shirt.
I caught a little bit of it.
Yeah, it was fun. So if anybody didn't see it, Cardona called out Frank the Clown as his mystery opponent. That was fantastic as well. I love Frank.
Frank the Clown is a Chicago legend.
He is a Chicago legend. I don't care what anybody says. He was looking good. You see his hair? That shit was looking.
Oh my god!
Awesome.
No, his hair is
It's almost as nice as mine.
It's unimpeachable. It's unimpeachable.
Yeah. So that was nice. And then, of course, Cardona knocked him out in one shot with the belt, pinned him real quick. That match was over. Then we get G-Raver coming out with the Druids, which Moxley dressed up, or Cardona dressed up as a Druid earlier. What show was that? Do you remember, Andrew?
That was... I don't remember the name of it, but obviously it was a G. It was
at the Showboat, I think, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at the Showboat. It was over the summer.
But anyway, so
it was last summer.
Cardona, did the Moxley mannerisms and teased everybody that was him, pulled the thing off, and it was Cardona. So they did that again. Call back to that.
Sorry.
So we had Moxley do that, surprise Cardona. They had a little quick impromptu match. Mox wins, he's a new champ. Then we got Gage out there. They had a little thing. Mox told him, if you want a shot at the title, you know where to find me. Gage then told us all that he's going to find him in Atlantic City.
Yes, because you have to find him in GCW territory.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get a real death match. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that's the big scoop. That's my big scoop for today. I've got some other stuff, but that's the big one for tonight was that we're going to get a lot, not a lot, but we're going to get months of Nick Gage and Jon Moxley working their program. So that'll be fun, I think, for everybody. So
I should talk to Renee about that.
Yeah. So that's the
and
big
see
one
how
for
she
that.
feels about that.
Yeah, right. Man. Yeah. Let's see. There was some other stuff I was gonna talk about, but we'll get to that later. That's the big one. So let's just get into Dynamite. I need to find the Toph. Do you have the card? I'll let you handle. You got the card probably pulled up, or
I have the card.
Tonight's lineup for Dynamite. So let's do that.
Should we run down just the show?
Yeah, run down. We'll talk about it match by match. Yeah. Let's just do that.
So I believe the first match was Dustin Rhodes and Malachi Black.
That entrance, man, that Malachi Black entrance, I never get sick of that. That's awesome.
Well, it doesn't have the creak. Creak.
Yeah. But it still looks good.
Yeah, but the creak is fucking stupid. I appreciate that wasn't an entire fucking destruction in terms of like everything else that Malachi Black has done with like the Rhodes folks and like that whole Nightmare family and all of that. Because like it is Dustin. I mean, it's Goldust. Dustin. So I appreciate that like it lasted, wasn't like 15 seconds or 40.
Yeah, it wasn't a squash. Dustin got some shine. It was a good match. I liked it.
A little bit more than I thought he would too, actually.
Yeah, a bit more than I thought he would. I agree.
Yeah, at some point though, Malachi Black's got to get that eye looked at, right, guys? I keep making jokes on Twitter, but I mean, just get something, some cream, some ointment or something. Maybe go to an optometrist. Be like, is something wrong with it? Because it looks like I got frostbite on my face.
He lost it and he got it back. I mean, he got tossed off the roof before or a tower.
I forgot he died. He did
die. Do you know how many cats he has and how they will scratch out your eyes? Are you freaking kidding me? Like those cats will screw you up. Those cats will screw you up.
Hey, I appreciate him sticking with the gimmick and living it. That's good. Yeah. I like that.
He's living the gimmick because he's been gouged by cats.
But yeah, then they announced that Malachi and Cody will face Arthur Ashe after like tonight too. So we're continuing that program, which coincidentally, like we were talking about off the air, I think that I reported that Monday.
Yeah,
that Cody was coming back to TV within the month.
Yeah. Within the month.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd heard 2 to 3 weeks, but I mean, I said within the month just so that it sounded.
Well, wasn't that Rhodes the top show? That his show's coming back, right?
Yeah, he just finished filming the Rhodes to the Top. So
the first season of that.
With the debut of
that Go Big show. Did he do another season of that too?
Did another season of that also, I think, while he was off. Yeah, and I don't know the dates for that exactly. I can look it up and see when it starts. But yeah, I think he did another season of that. Which that show's all right, I guess, if that's your thing. But hey, he's everywhere, man. That's what you got to do. The network's buying into putting faces of AEW all over the place. If you watch TNT, you see nothing but promos for Rampage and Dynamite with fucking CM Punk all over it. And I can't wait for now to see how much they're going to put Daniel Bryan and these other guys on it too.
Oh my God.
You guys missed out on me being a sweaty mess Sunday night or at the pay-per-view.
So how many days were you there?
I left last Tuesday. So I got in Tuesday night last week and I left Tuesday night last night and got in this morning. So it's 7 days, Tuesday to Tuesday. Because I had to do Dynamite Wednesday and I didn't want to drive up during the day Wednesday and then do Dynamite right afterwards. So I wanted to be there ahead of time. So I got there Tuesday night, did Dynamite, and then Thursday was a lazy day. I didn't really do much. I was going to go to Max Caster's concert, but honestly, I lost interest.
The Max Caster, nobody wanted to go.
I was wanting to go, but then when he
nobody else wanted to go.
What happened? Here's what happened: is we all lost interest when he came back on Dark the night before. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when he was still like supposedly absent and AWOL, there's more interest to see what's he going to fucking say when he's doing his raps. Is he going to talk shit? So like a lot of us saw the colleagues and journalists, the fellow
tonight
journalists.
he was like insane. He was like,
Yeah.
So I guess like whatever. Like basically Tony Khan told Max Caster, fuck TNT's standards and practices to an extent. And that you can still be like fucking a shitty weirdo.
Hey, I mean, that's it. I like Max Caster. I
Max. I do too. But like, you know, he likes to say some shit.
Yeah, that's kind of his thing, to see what he can get away with. He's like South Park used to do. Let's see what we can get away with each week and see how far we can push the envelope. I kind of like it. I was in Charlotte when he said that rap, and I mean, okay, it was. I mean, he's a heel. I mean, it was sensitive to. I thought it was funny. The crowd didn't even react too upsettedly about it either. They were all laughing. Everybody in the crowd was, but the next day, the internet got a hold of it, and Twitter got a hold of it, and it became a whole big ordeal. But
he's going to lose to Pullman on Rampage. There's the beginning of his punishment slowly, right?
Yeah, probably. But anyway, so what was so we had that first match. What was the second match? What was that?
That leads up to
was it promos next?
CM Punk coming out.
Okay, was he the second? I thought it was MJF. Is that later?
I believe that was later on. Yeah, I think CM Punk came out, and well, can we go back to?
Yeah, go back to it. You didn't get to talk.
Let's go back to how was the environment for All Out? You were CM Punk.
The whole week was fun as hell, man. Rampage was pretty good too. I enjoyed Rampage. It was there was a lot of good matches on the tapings. We got to see Lee Moriarty and Janela. That was fun. That was
my god, that match was very, very good.
And
which makes sense.
And the 3 strikes match with Swole and Diamante was fucking awesome. So I mean, the whole week was good. AEW put out 3 good shows, 3 really good shows. But I would probably say that Sunday night's pay-per-view was the best live pay-per-view event I've ever been to, hands down. I mean, I haven't been to a lot. I mean, other than AEW and WCW ones as a kid, and then WrestleMania 27 and some random shit. But that was definitely probably the best pay-per-view I've been to. It was fun. I got lucky. I got really lucky. Also, I didn't get media, so I didn't have a ticket until I got to Chicago, and I got lucky and found one Friday in like the lower bowl, and the guy sold it to pretty much face value. He paid $6. I paid $6 over face value for it, which was not bad. So I had that sitting in the can, and I was still trying to find a better ticket. I was like, well, maybe I'll find something a little lower down. And then day of Sunday morning, I still hadn't found anything different. And then my buddy calls me while I'm at Effie's Big Gay Brunch, and is like, hey man, do you want to sit in a suite? I got in the 100 section. I was like, shit, man, sure. How much? And he's like, no, I mean, just do you want tickets? I got a bunch. I was like, somebody gave them to me. I was like, oh shit, let's go. How many can you get me? So I ended up getting a couple people in with me, and we sat in the suite, and I sold my ticket to actually a buddy, my buddy that. My rider on the side, my buddy Jake, is one of his friends from Minneapolis, was just standing next to me at Effie's at the show. And right as I pull out my phone to tweet that I'm selling that ticket, he's like, hey, Cassie, what are you doing? I looked over and was like, oh, shit, what's up, man? And we started chatting. And I sold him my ticket. So it worked out great for everybody. I sold a ticket to somebody I know by proxy through my buddy Jake here on the side. So, Loopy, hope you had fun, buddy. Good meeting you and talking to you again. I think that was the second time I've run into him. But, yeah, it was very random. But yeah, it was fun. The pay-per-view was, I was nervous as hell, man. I was so nervous in that booth. I'm not going to lie. About halfway through the show, I was getting really anxious. Like, oh shit, he better show up or I'm going to look like a fucking asshole. But
I felt like as soon as, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I've talked way more than you have. Go ahead.
I just thought once they announced that was the main event, I know it's the main title and it should go on last, but with the whole Punk storyline of how long this has been anticipated in his hometown, I was assuming, I was like, that's going to be the main event probably, unless they're going to do an angle, because I thought it was kind of predictable that Omega was going to retain, but
yeah, it's Christian. Jesus Christ. Like, Christian's not going to beat Kenny. Like, I'm sorry, anybody who really loves Christian, but like, no.
He beat him. He beat him for the Impact belt.
It wasn't for AEW's though. It was for him.
I know. But what's funny about that? What's funny about that whole way they did the angle? And I think I told you, Andrew, this over the other night or somewhere, that I had actually heard rumors, and like one of the rumors that I'd heard over the weekend was a scenario for the debut. And it was exactly as what happened, except the characters were different. Instead of it being Jurassic Express, I heard 3 other people. I'm not even going to get to who they were because it doesn't matter, but it was the exact same scenario. Match goes down like it is. They're talking shit. Out comes Adam Cole. What's he going to do? Sides with the bad guys. Bad guy beat down. Then here comes, it was pretty much the exact same thing. Daniel Bryan, I have to make to say, but it was just they replaced him with Jurassic Express.
Yeah,
so
like,
when I saw that, I was like,
different people.
my hopes were getting up. I was like, oh shit, this is going down just like I heard. I was like, shit, I should have wrote that up. But yeah. So I was a little bit more relaxed, and I finally fucking slept. I didn't sleep well. I was very stressed out for the last month and a half. There was a lot of writing on this. There was a lot of writing on that. I was very nervous.
No, absolutely. I understand.
It all worked out. It happened.
Like I said before, I was like, people were like, it's no big deal. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You think Twitter or the internet would ever let me live that down? I could be like, hey man, the sky's blue today. And they'd be like, fuck you. Remember when you were wrong about Daniel Bryan? It wouldn't matter. So so it worked out. So I don't have to worry about constantly being having that thrown at me. But yeah, it was a fun night, man. It was really fun. I know one thing, the merch line was pretty impressive again. They didn't set it up that well. They had everybody kind of bottlenecked into one spot where the merch was, and you couldn't really get by. But by the time I got there was nothing left in my size anyway, because I'm a big dude, so all the 2Xs were gone. But it is what it is.
Let's roll on Dynamite. What's the next match?
Yeah, we had we had CM Punk.
The Punk. Yeah,
Taz interrupted, and it looks like they're maybe setting up some matches with Team Taz.
He had said that he wanted to work with Hobbs. Remember, because he had said in an interview he really wanted to work with Powerhouse.
But it almost seems like they're gonna do I don't know if it was like the stages of like what Jericho just did, like the labors. But it seems almost like
he's gonna, Team Taz.
He's gonna go through one by one. I think
how good would Ricky Starks and fucking CM Punk be?
Hook.
Well,
sorry. I'm one of those.
Might be the first one.
You know those internet weirdos who are just really into Hook.
Yeah.
You're a hooker.
You're one of them.
That's what they call those.
Why
hookers.
not? Why not? Yeah.
Have you not seen that? People like the hashtag I'm a hooker, and it's for Hook fans. Yeah.
I don't know what it's about. I don't know what the point is. I have no idea. But it's Taz's son, so sure. Why not?
Hook reminds me. You guys watch The Simpsons? Obviously,
yes.
Anybody?
Yeah.
So you remember the episode where Homer's really is wanting to watch the Yakuza fight out in his yard, and he's freaking out because the guy in the white suit, the guy in the white suit has to do anything. He's like, but he's scary.
He's gonna do something.
That's Hook. He's gonna do something. As soon as he turns his back, everybody's dead. He's like, oh, I missed it. That's what Hook reminds me of. You're just waiting. He hasn't done shit yet, but when he fucking does it, it's gonna be awesome.
I love that.
So,
that's perfect.
That's how I view it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in because I'm in on Hook, and that's a really good. That's another Hook justification.
I was sitting we were at Rampage, and my buddy from another website was sitting next to me, and we had a couple beers, and Hook came out, and he said the funniest thing ever. I thought about it. He was screaming. He's like, Hook looks like a cocaine dealer that's pulled his gun but never used it. And I was like, fuck, he does. He's wearing the black leather pants and the white tank top.
Cocaine dealer.
Yeah, but he has a gun. He's pulled it, but he's never used it. He's waved it around at you, but he's never actually used it. He's got it. Yeah, that's what he looks like. He's that guy.
That, but the only difference here is that Hook is Taz's son.
He's a lacrosse player, so he can actually do some shit. I mean, he's scrappy. They'll fight. Yeah, they fight, right?
He had a rugby player.
He was at lacrosse,
MV Young?
No, he's lacrosse.
Yeah, he's lacrosse. Ew.
Yeah, he was a national ranked lacrosse player, I believe, when he went to college.
Okay, well, I won't ew it entirely, and I don't want to make Taz mad at me because that's my dream interview.
Yeah, you said that earlier. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So yeah, that's so hopefully we'll see some CM
Hi,
Punk and Team
Tony.
Taz. That'll be fun.
Hi, Taz.
That will be
Yeah,
fun.
I've seen someone say Hook versus Punk get Arthur Ashe. LOL.
Bro,
That's like if Punk went back.
that match would fuck. That match would fuck hard.
That match would fuck. Like
That's like I feel
hard.
though. Like
no,
if,
give him 17 minutes, not 15 and not 20. Give him 17 minutes, and CM Punk and Hook could fuck. It could fuck.
If CM Punk went back to WWE, I feel like they do something like this in Saudi Arabia, like CM Punk versus Reginald or something like that. Would be like the match, the comeback match.
Oh my god, but that ain't. Yeah.
I'm not going to start my love of Reginald here.
You're all in on Reggie. Is that Butler? Which one is it? Which one of you guys?
He's not a Butler. He said.
No. His co-host name's Butler, and one of those guys are all about Reggie. I can't remember which one of you guys.
I like
That's
Reggie,
me.
but it's just another one of those like weird. Like Vince McMahon is just like weird about parkour, but I don't want to talk about Vince's company tonight.
No, we're not doing that. We're not pulling a Dom.
Really
That's what Dom does. Dom's always like, "Hey, it's a Dynamite post show. Let's talk about fucking something from 3 days ago."
I need to mention Reggie once every time I'm on something.
I'll allow it.
Fair enough. That is fair.
Hobbs. Hobbs and Dante Martin. See?
Oh yeah, okay. There was that spot where he fucking chucked him into the post. It was fucking rowdy. Hobbs did, but he slammed fucking Martin off the post outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was great.
That was very Brock Lesnar and Zach Gowen-esque, where he was just like, rah.
Dante Martin's just unreal.
Those guys are great.
Yeah,
Top
like
Flight's
when,
fucking
like
awesome.
I don't know, like when Darius is coming back from his like knee cleanup or whatever. But they're gonna,
either.
they'll be a great tag team again. But it's really good that like Dante is getting this rub. Like it's so cool. He's that match against Lee Moriarty in Pittsburgh. Are you kidding me? Like,
yeah, I don't think has he ever had a bad match? Everything he does is fucking great.
No, he's never had a bad match.
Yeah.
I've watched Top Flight in the Indies.
Yeah.
And like they've never really had a bad match. So that's like it's crazy.
Putting him at Powerhouse was good too, because like he was really able to sell Powerhouse's like strength, and just like he could get caught and thrown, and then like of course when he would have his shine spots, of course it looked good too, because Powerhouse is good as shit at selling, and it looked good. Everything looked good in that match. I really liked the match. It served its purpose too. Everybody looked good, and then it put Hobbs over, of course, as always. So I'm all in on Powerhouse Hobbs. I like Will Hobbs.
Oh yeah, Hobbs is awesome. I have no problem with Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh yeah. Well, I forgot. We'll get back to this Chicago thing. I had fun at the after party too. There was a lot of stuff going on there the other night. That was fun. Hobbs was there. He was having fun. Tony was having the most fun at things.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Look what he's doing.
He's doing great things, and like he's having fun, and he's really fucking happy.
He was having a lot of fun. He was a lot happy.
Watching him at the media scrum.
Oh my god!
And the way he
didn't get to see
looks at town. The way that Adam Cole one ended, and he was just like, "Thank you for being here so much," and he just like hugs him. I'm just like, I get like goose. I'm like, God damn it!
Dude, that's how he normally is. He did that to me one time. He was like, "I just want to thank you for being here." I was like, "Okay,
he's just so happy.
That's awesome."
He's just like so happy about it all. Like that's the thing about him.
And it just makes you love it more.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But so we had Hobbs. What was after Hobbs? You got the card. I didn't pull it up.
MJF.
Can I just say
to get that heat?
So that's spicy heat. That is like I don't know if it's like ghost pepper heat, but it's like at least habanero heat.
This is your guy, isn't it? This is your guy, isn't it, Andrea? Don't you love Cynthia?
Hi. Yeah. Well, anyway. I thought there's an orange too.
Yeah, he's over there sitting, he's chilling. You see it? It's right here. didn't lie. I didn't lie. I told you. I told you I sent you that one.
Hi.
I got a lot. Hold on. They're all like stacked up over there. See them all?
Jesus.
Yeah. I got a lot. And I got a lot over here. I got a lot of shit over here.
Yeah, I can see that, but I didn't have like more over there. Yeah, I have some stuff, but it's just not in here. So I'm in my bedroom, and I've got these paintings I made like 12 years ago. Cool.
I am not opening my figures up, Spencer. Don't tell me how to live my life.
No, that promo was like somebody and I don't want to call anybody out, and they were like, I haven't heard anything that fucked up since 1998, and I was like, I haven't heard anything that fucked up since 1988, but probably 1978 in terms of the heat. Like in terms of the content is one thing, but the heat and like what the point was of that promo, that was brutal. It was so brutal, and it was amazing.
He's good, man. He's probably the best heel in the business right now. My buddy
Ricky Shane Page, but then he's not, because he's on like Dark and Elevation.
Yeah, my buddy was watching Dynamite with me. He's not a wrestling fan. He just came over after work and was hanging out, catching a buzz, just chilling. And when MJF started talking, he like perked up and started watching. He's like, got some good heel shit right there. And he just like appreciated it. So even like somebody that's not a wrestling fan, like he got his attention and was like, I like this guy's shit. Nice. That's how you know he's doing good work. It's fucking awesome. He's great, man. Everything he does is fucking good. I'm interested to see what happens with the if they do some kind of redemption for this Jericho thing. Still, like, I don't think that's over.
I don't think it's over, but since like he's going on tour and they're doing like the Jericho cruise or whatever, like it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a little minute.
He's got Australia at the end of this month.
Yeah.
And then October was just the Jericho cruise. And then November is back here.
A Fozzy tour.
Fozzy in England in December. So I think November he's back here because we got pay-per-view stuff.
You'll find out and you'll let us know.
I will let everybody know. What's really funny is I had asked my sources about that Full Gear date and location change like a week ago. Mm-hmm. I was like, I've heard November 13th, and I was here in Minneapolis. Have you heard anything? And he hadn't heard anything. And he kept saying it. He kept asking, and nobody heard anything. I asked all around, and then they announced the 13th. So I hit everybody back up, and I was like, so what do you think now? I still haven't heard anything about the location. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to Minneapolis or if we're going to stay in St. Louis. I don't know what they're going to do with that.
I don't think it's going to stay in St. Louis.
I don't think it's going to be
Minneapolis.
That's what I'm having a feeling it's going to be.
But it's not going to be St. Louis.
No, I think they're keeping that Rampage taping on the 5th, though, in St. Louis. And they'll probably double down and tape more than just the one show. Or it's going to be like a Rampage was in Chicago, where they did the 2 hours before Dark and Dark tapings, and then do the 1 hour Rampage. But
agreed.
Yeah, I just don't see them. I don't think they're going to do it. It just seems like they're moving it. I don't know.
I remember I was this close. I was talking to you, Cass, about go. That was the one, because I thought that potentially could be Punk's first pay-per-view. I thought maybe they would wait, and if Hangman was around, maybe he would win the title there.
That's when Hangman wins the title. That's gonna be.
I thought maybe that Daniel Bryan would, which probably now that would be his first like pay-per-view there. So I was like, I'm gonna go to this, and then I ended up waiting, and then all this started coming out. I'm like, whoa! If I ended up hearing that announcement and being like, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah, St. Louis was doable. I could get to St. Louis. That's like an easy. No, not easy, but it's about the same drive as Chicago. But Minneapolis, that's a little bit further. That's another like.
Minneapolis is further than you think. Like I live in Chicago, and that's like
8 hours from Chicago or something.
Yeah, it's like 8 hours from Chicago. Like you think it's not that far, but like it is.
It's like a whole day. It's like almost. I think from where I am, it's like 20 hours almost, like 18 hours or something at least. Yeah, so fuck that. I wouldn't be able to make that one. But St. Louis is going to be doable, so that sucks. There's one that I won't be able to do, but. I know I'll be up there visiting you this weekend, buddy. Seeing you guys at Ring of Honor.
Yes.
So I got a lot of travel. I'll be up at I'll be in Philly, and then I guess in 10 days after that, I'm going to fucking New York. I'm so excited about it. Can you tell? I'm like, oh, to solve this travel.
Yeah, you sound so enthusiastic about it.
We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Coming to the East Coast, baby.
It's been a hot minute since I've been up there. I haven't been there since before the pandemic when we did my birthday and elimination.
Yeah, we would come down here. So we let our hair down. We let our hair down here.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Dude, we need to have that flow off.
I got all that hair, man.
Flow off. This is what they want to see.
They want to see all that hair.
All that hair. Man, I'm looking rough, man. I've been in a car for I was in a car for a whole day. I'm struggling today, man.
Stop it. Flow looks great.
I'm struggling. I'm tired.
Are you wearing a 440 t-shirt?
I am. You like that?
The hell is wrong with you?
Gregory Iron.
No, I know. Gregory Iron is a wonderful person.
Show. He's a friend of the show.
He's a wonderful person. No, he's a friend of mine as well.
No, I always poke my friend's stuff. I love Greg. Greg's my boy. So yeah, I'm definitely wearing this shirt. I'm really upset about something.
And I think Atticus Kogar is fucking awesome. So and I love his transition to deathmatch and everything. But like, seriously, you're wearing a fucking 440 t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Are you from Toledo? Are you from Toledo? Are you from Toledo? Do you live in Toledo? No, I think you live in Cincinnati. I think you live in Cincinnati, and you should be wearing.
What's wrong with living in Cincinnati? I don't live in Cincinnati, but what's wrong with the people from Cincinnati?
Nothing, but you shouldn't be wearing 440.
You're gonna have Cincinnati heat now. You're gonna have go home heat in Cincinnati. Anyway,
when am I ever gonna go to Cincinnati?
Good point. Why would you ask? I mean, I would have gone tonight, but I wasn't gonna. I actually almost thought about going tonight because I'm like, hey, it's not too far. I was in Cincinnati this morning, pretty much. Remember already? I think I was talking to you, and I was like, I'm in Cincinnati right now. I was like, made the. Yeah.
Well, for anybody who lives in Cincinnati, I went to Antioch College, and I'm a communist.
I heard that. I'm a white supremacist according to Reddit, so we're all good here.
I'm a communist because I am.
That heat's back.
Yeah. No, I definitely wear. So I'm pissed.
Woo!
I bought this shirt.
That's how you do that.
I bought this shirt. I bought one of Greg's shirts, and then I bought the Chicago 440 shirt, right? The blue and white one with the star and shit. I had all three of them. I get in my car. I show my buddy that's in the front seat all three shirts. I take them. I throw them in the back seat. The shirt's gone. It's not fucking there.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. It has disappeared. It's nowhere to be found. Like, I tore the car apart for 2 days. Like, nobody got in and out since, like, he didn't take it because I had it in my hand and put it in the back seat, and he got out of the car like 5 minutes later. It's ridiculous. How I lost it, I don't know. I'm so upset about it.
It dissolved into the ether.
I threw it into the portal. It went into another universe.
It went through the forbidden door.
Fucking sucks, man. It was a good shirt. So that's why I'm wearing this one because I couldn't wear the blue one today. But yeah, Ricky Shane Page though. Did you see? He said he wasn't doing any more death matches.
Yeah, he's given up on death matches. Cool. The last death match he did was
Saturday night.
Pretty freaking ridiculous. And also, he's kind of a hero in Chicago. Like, Chicago, like, looks at RSP and Greg Iron, and they're not 440. They're just like cool, like indie motherfuckers in Chicago.
Yeah, that was that match was really good. There was so much. That match was crazy. There was so much happening. It was hard to fucking watch, honestly.
Well, that's the nature of the situation, right? Yeah. Because it's a War Games match, and it's 2 rings, and it's covered with a cage. So it's every War Games match is hard to watch. Like, it's difficult to like.
This was my souvenir from Friday night, the Black Label show.
Can I chew on it?
Yeah, if you want. This went flying into the crowd and about impaled my man Sean Ross Sapp, so he gave it to me instead.
Yeah, I know. You told me about that. Yeah,
but like this would have fucked somebody up, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you could David Arquette somebody with that shit.
Yeah. We weren't close to the ring. Like it's not like we were in the front. We were in the fucking back by the merch. Like we were by merch, and that shit went screaming to the back of the fucking house.
No, I watched some glass fly during that show. I don't know if it was during that match exactly, but like the glass went flying like straight up in the air and it was like whoo, and then like went flying up like fucking like 13 feet or something. And it's just like, man, everybody was just rolling on that show, man. Like everybody was just like trying to fight and show off because like there was like way more people in that crowd than I think anybody anticipated that was going to happen.
Yeah, they oversold
big time. Yeah. I'm glad I wasn't there. No offense to anybody who was, but it
was funny. I was saying that commentary, and I kept hearing, "Imagine that, Brett oversold again." I was just laughing. I was like, whatever. Get all the people you can in there. Fuck it. It was awesome. The environment was fantastic.
Oh, like, I know honestly. The environment was
sweaty.
For my taste, the environment was not fantastic.
You don't like the Woodstock '99 feel? Because that's what that shit was. It was very Woodstock '99.
I'm a woman.
Yeah, that's the point. You don't. Yeah, all right, that checks out. Anyway, MJF promo. MJF promo. He's got some deathmatch roots, but anyway. So next, after MJF, we like to.
We had FTR and Spears versus the Dark Order.
Boring.
So FTR.
Yeah, no, we're continuing the tease of the unfolding of the Dark Order potentially.
Oh yeah, they were doing that on Dark as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're fighting each other constantly.
Yeah, they're not happy with each other.
What I think
Anna
everybody
Jay
should be,
and Ty Conti is gonna fucking control their asses.
The main takeaway from this match should be that FTR wrestled, because that whole like one last ride shit was not storyline. That was fucking legit, because by now everybody knows Cash and I are like tight. We've been tight for fucking 10, 13 years. Like that's my boy. So like we talked about his injury extensively and worried. I mean, that was legit. He didn't know how his hand was going to react until the match last Wednesday night. And, I talked to him afterwards, and, he said it was hurting, but he was going to be fine. So I guess that it was fine enough to where he could wrestle again. So we saw him back. And that's what everybody should take away from that match is obviously his hand's good enough to keep going and he doesn't have to fucking end his career, because that was a major concern. That was a major concern as of after last week.
The nerve damage.
Mm-hmm.
The potential long-term nerve damage. Yeah.
Yeah, he told me like going into that match last Wednesday that he didn't know because he hasn't wrestled yet, but he was having problems with like high impact stuff. Like he was day-to-day stuff everything was reacting fine, but when he was doing some other stuff, things weren't happening the way it should. So he didn't know how it was going to go, and that was legit. So now I guess we can put that to rest, and he's good now. He's good, I guess, enough to work. So that's all that matters. I'm happy for that. It was good to watch. He was good to watch him in there working too, man. I'm glad. That's my buddy, and I was there for that. That shit was scary. I was in Charlotte when that happened. I was fucked up.
I wasn't physically there when the same thing happened with Warhorse, but like in his face. But I watched that like live on IWTV, and it was just like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Like, shit, 2 years ago when G-Raver about died at that fucking GCW show.
Oh my god.
I was at that. They about knocked me down, rushed into the ambulance. They were like, sorry, guys. So they blew past me. Janela did, and not taking him out there. It was fucking sketch. But anyway, Dynamite.
Also, it seemed like they were teasing Tully and Sting.
Yeah, I love it. But the Dark Order stuff, I mean, what we're getting, I think, is we're going to have them part ways, but we're going to have them come back together to celebrate Hangman's victory, right? That's what this whole.
Anna Jay is going to be like, "What the fuck is wrong with all of you people?"
Right?
Because that's Anna Jay's point. But it's the power of friendship and
finding out who your real friends are.
Hangman's going to bring them back together, but Anna Jay is going to be like the motherfucker who's just like, stop being stupid. Like she always has been in the dark.
The mama bird of the group.
Sure.
Keeping all the little chickens in line, little chickadees in line.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Of course.
But yeah, that's what we're getting at. This whole story, it's the same. It ties in with Hangman. It's the same thing that Hangman's figuring out. He had to figure out who his real friends are and who's going to be there for him when he needs them, and that's going on. And it's the same thing with the Dark Order.
Friendship and trust. I mean, that's the Hangman Page story.
It's it's going both ways, and we're weaving around, and we're going to have it all culminate, of course, at Full Gear. I see, of course, and I perfectly expect that Hangman wins. We get him holding Dark Order, raising him up on the shoulders, the fucking, the epic little scene you get. You know what I'm talking about. The Dark Order celebration, raising up. That's what we'll have. It'll all work out.
I have to dip because I need to eat dinner. Like I still haven't eaten.
Go eat dinner. Yeah. We'll knock out the rest of this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Like
I'm
sorry to talk all over you, Topher. Like I'm so fucking sorry.
That's what I do to everybody. It's fine.
Loved it.
It's fine.
Well, as long as you enjoyed it.
We thank you for coming. Tell everybody where they can find you. You can find me at on Twitter at @fball_Andrea. You can find me at worksandshoots.substack.com. And you can just like fucking yell at me wherever the fuck you can find me. Can't we read your work in PWI and stuff like that? Oh yeah, I'm a contributor for PWI. I'm the trying to help you out here. Thank you. I'm the independent wrestling columnist for Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Also, obviously, the 500 like digitally just dropped today. That's what I was getting at next. I was trying to get there. Yeah, you had something to do with that, right? Yes. I had a little hand in that. Of course. So yeah, the 500 just happened. I didn't have anything to do with anything except for the final 50. So if you're mad at me or you get mad about like who's at 212 or 12 or 412, I had nothing to do with any of those. But 451 to 50, that shit's all on you. That shit's on me. Yeah. And oh, wow. It is what it is. Well, it is what it is. We appreciate you coming. It's a total. It's a kind of a mind fuck to write for PWI, and to be their indie columnist is like insane to me. And I am about to I'm transcribing an interview right now for like the next issue about a very important person in Chicago professional wrestling, and that is Pat Monix. There you go. Pat Monix. I don't know. Y'all might not know, but know. People listening might know who Pat Monix is. And I'm doing an entire feature on Pat Monix and the final phase, which is his retirement match. And it's against Kylie Ray. And that takes place on October 23rd here in Chicago, or well, outside of Chicago. What's I don't know the name of the venue off the top of my head. We've got a month and a half to figure it out. Yes. But that's Pat Monix's final phase, and it's a retirement match, and that's my next indie column for PWI. All right. Well, good deal. Well, shit. You're welcome back anytime you want. I would love to. I'm sorry that I'm a scene chewer. It happens. I talk over everybody. That's my gimmick. So I'm good to have some competition of who can talk. I learned from RJ City, so there you go. Learning from the best. Well, enjoy your dinner. We'll handle the rest of the show. Thanks for being there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. I'll talk to you later. Yeah. All right. Bye. Let's see. There we go. And we'll do this. I'm still here. I brought you back. Remove. There we go. We're going to switch this. What's this trick? Boom. Boom. Look at that. It's a little I can readjust. We'll have to figure that later. I don't know what's happening. I can push. I don't know why it's zooming in. I don't either. But where's it? Wait, this is it. There we go. It's my fault. It's my fault. There we go. Anyway, look at that. A seamless transition into a two-screen show.
We were ready. We were ready.
Yeah, you thought you would never know we fucking planned the show on the fly and had absolutely no structure and format and professionalism. You would never know. You would never know.
That was the first test, and
look how good this looks. Look at how good this looks. You did good today, man.
Figured it out.
This looks good. So anyway, yeah, where were we on? Where were we on Dynamite? What was the last match we were talking about?
Now it's up to the Elite coming out, and then Adam Cole joins them, and then Daniel Bryan.
That was fun. What'd you think?
I mean, that's the match. I feel like that's the match that people want to see. All of this. I mean, but I mean, again, you can't even say that now because there's too many matches to even.
I think we're gonna get before we get any of those singles matches that you want. We're gonna get tag teams and big like 8-mans or 10-mans, and then we'll probably have the singles at the pay-per-view. I think Arthur Ashe will probably get an 8-man or what is it? Whatever they pair up will probably be Kenny, Bucks, and Cole against Jurassic Express or no, they can do 5. They can do Kenny, Bucks, Cole, and who else was out there with him?
Christian.
Well, Christian will be with the other team, but who is with the Super Elite? Maybe have Gallows and Anderson do a 12-man. I'm sure you could throw Christian.
Yeah, because they were
Express, Daniel Bryan.
Everyone was out there.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what they'll do. I feel like they'll do that. We'll have some kind of combination of a multi-man match there to get everybody's feet wet, really build up whatever program they're working, and then we'll probably get the big singles that everybody wants probably at the pay-per-view. I think that's just my guess. I don't know that for no inside baseball there. That's just me.
We're getting Adam Cole and Frankie.
Guess. You're doing what?
Cole and Frankie next week.
Oh, is that what we're getting?
Yeah. Dynamite.
That'll be fun. Yeah. Oh, man. So Anderson and Gallows, they're fun, man. What do you think of them? Do you like them?
Yes. And then also just a huge fan of them on being the Elite as well. I've always been a fan of them. I mean, all those what did they those pay-per-views they ran? I can't even.
Hold on, look at this guy talking shit over here about money. Do you know that Tony Khan has more money than fucking Vince McMahon? Does this guy know that?
Where's it? Here we go.
What's going to happen in 5 years when the AEW folds because there's not enough money coming in? He has more money than Vince. I think he'll be fine. You have to spend money to make money. You think they're going to lose money off the investments of Daniel Bryan and CM Punk and all these guys? That's a ridiculous statement, man.
It's almost the same what I just said about the matches. Like with all of Adam Cole getting thrown in, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, all of these people having matches with certain people just opens up.
They're making stars. All these older guys are putting over these young talents to build future stars. Everybody's working towards the end game. Nobody's in it for themselves and being selfish. These guys are just having fun and wrestling, and it's a good situation. They're obviously doing it. They're obviously doing things right. They've got their TV extended. They've added more shows, more programs. Their ratings are going up. They're going to be just fine. They're making money. Like they're not going to fold in 5 years. So I think that's a ridiculous statement myself. But of course, what do I know? I don't own a wrestling company, so.
I also saw someone tweet the main roster of men's for Raw, for SmackDown, for AEW, and it's AEW's deeper, but it's just like very dwindling. And when you look at both the Raw and you really go like, wow, like AEW does have a lot of talent, but again, it's just how you use that talent. And
yeah, they got a lot of programming to fill too. They've got all that YouTube stuff they're doing, and what they're doing there is a very good job of developing new talent and seasoning these guys and bringing these guys along well. And yeah, I understand that. I get that. Like, I'm not even arguing with that guy anymore about like Anyway, yeah, I was alive in the '90s. I watched that shit, so I know exactly what happened with WCW. You don't have to bring that up to me as an example, but
I was young and watching the wars.
Yes, I was there for it. Anyway, what were we talking about? I got distracted again. What were we doing?
The only thing really left with Dynamite, and then we can kind of just whatever was the main event.
Ooh, yeah, that main event. What'd you think?
Moxley Suzuki. I mean,
man, that was what I was.
The hell out of each other. I love it.
That was what I was hoping for. That cut on the eye. That looked good. Everything looked good. Those two beat the shit out of each other on TV. I think something ran long though because we didn't get that long entrance that we would get where the crowd yells all the Japanese stuff that I can't remember what Kazinare or whatever it is.
Yeah, but it seemed like they went over them with everything because it seemed like Moxley chilled in the crowd for like extra time when the show was finished up.
So the timing I think was a little off there, but either way, we got the match that we wanted. That was fun. I love this Moxley versus the Japan. It's like it's a feud with Japan right now.
Yeah,
because he started talking shit about everybody because he wanted Tanahashi. I'm sending him all these other Japanese people he didn't want to fight, and I think he's just going to keep feeding him Japanese people. I like Moxley versus Japan. This is the storyline I didn't know I wanted. The feud I didn't know I wanted was Moxley taking on all of Japanese legends.
And just in general too, just the freedom to show up GCW. It's just exciting. And I like when they say it even on AEW. It's like right when they were closing out the show, they're like, it's a good time to be a fan of professional wrestling. And I'm almost like, fuck yeah, it is. It is a good time.
Hey, nobody got fined for saying the word wrestling either.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. It was a good show. I wish they had a little bit more time in the main event. But man, Suzuki, he's got some good matches coming up on his United States run that he's here for the next couple months. There's some good stuff he's gonna be doing. So he'll be all over the place.
Yeah, but overall it was just good. It was a good just little ending to this whole build up, and it's just like an exhale, I feel, especially for you after the months of
dude, you have no idea. Oh man, I was a sweaty, disastrous, anxious mess all Sunday. Like before the show in the parking lot, I was running into journalists and they're like, "How you doing? How you feeling?" And I was just like, dude, I was like, my heart rate's through the roof. I'm afraid I'm gonna look like an asshole tonight, but here we go. Let's do this. They're like, your victory lap's gonna be great when it happens, right? And I'm like, yeah. I'm the most annoying guy in the booth.
I don't know, just because I trust you. So I never doubted any of it. All just, I think even just from looking at it after it was out, even before, it just seemed like, I don't know, everything went and they did it perfectly. I feel like so far, like with the way they debuted Punk, the way they did Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan at the exact same time, but somehow just did it perfectly. I'm just, I don't know. I always thought it was, when you were saying it, when you reported it, I always was like, yep. Like I didn't doubt it. I wasn't, when I was watching the pay-per-view, I was like, Daniel Bryan's coming out at the end of it. Just like, you could feel it.
Yeah, no, well, when Cole came out, I looked at my clock and I was like, okay, we got more time. We got more time. I'm good. We got plenty of time. It's not over yet. But yeah, it's very much a relief. But that was I couldn't even hear his music. It was so fucking loud in there. You know what I mean? But I knew that's what was happening. But yeah, I couldn't hear a thing, man. It was so loud. And like that crowd was loud all night, especially for the returns on the that one small group that was like chanting for "We Want Tessa," and the rest of the audience was like, "No, we don't." Really, really loud. I don't know if you could hear that on TV the way it came off in the arena, but it was nice. But yeah, that was a fun pay-per-view, man. Like that whole thing was fun. The experience was great. Like I'm in the booth. I'm in a suite. That's got upgraded suite tickets. So I'm gonna get to that too. So I want to thank the guys that were responsible for upgrading me to these suite tickets, by the way. And they are, I got all the information here. They are where's their Twitter? Pull it up so I get their names right. That's not it. Hang tight. I went to the wrong thing. Sorry about this, guys. I'm obviously professional as well. Their Mania Club on Twitter. So it's at Mania Club WWE. They actually work for raising money for Connor's cure. I think that's their main goal, is raising money for Connor's cure. So they do a lot of good stuff. But they ended up with the tickets. They have like over 4,000 members of the group. Look them up. They do a tailgate every year at Mania. But yeah, the main thing is their whole thing is revolves around raising money for Connor's cure, and they're just a bunch of big wrestling fans, and yeah, they're really good. They're really good. But my buddy worked as part of the group, and I guess they got a bunch of extra tickets for the lounge. Somebody just came up or the suite, gave him a bunch of tickets. The guy that has a suite up there, I think only like 3 people from his office went to that wanted to go, so we had like 25 extra tickets. So he just rolled up to my friend who was sitting outside waiting at the hotel. And he was like, "You guys going to the wrestling event?" Because he saw they had the wrestling shirts on. He's like, yeah, what's up? He's like, "Come here, I got something for you." So they walked up to his truck, and he just hands him an envelope with 25 tickets to a suite and 10 parking passes. And I was like, "Here you go. You guys have fun. Nobody wants to use them in my office. I just figured you guys would appreciate them and put more use to them and have fun." And they're like, "Well, how much do you want for them?" He's like, "Nope, just take them." He just gave us 25 fucking lounge or suite tickets. They're on the first or 100 level. It was insane. So he called. That's what I said. He called me during Effie's. It's like, "Hey, I got you a ticket if you want it. How many do you need?" And I got a couple extras and upgraded my seat to a suite. It was pretty badass, man. Part of the way through the thing, I just turned around. Lance Archer's just hanging out in the suite. He was like, "I just came down to hang out and say hey." I was like, "This is fucking insane." It was fun.
Yeah. I wish
Chicago was fun. Chicago was fun in general, man. The whole week was fun. Like, Dynamite and Rampage were good, but I had such a blast at the Second City Summit shows. The Black Label Pro, GCW co-promoted. Freelance had something to do with it, and then Effie did his Big A brunch on Sunday. Those shows were so fun, man. The only one I missed was Freelance, which Andrea went to that. That was the only one she went to. Then she was supposed to go to all of them, but she went to Freelance. So I was hoping to have her talk about Freelance, because I don't have any idea what happened at the Freelance show, because I didn't get to see it because I was doing Rampage. But I went to the 3 Cup Stuffed late night show after Rampage, and that was fucking hell. That was fun as shit. I think it ended at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, so it was fun. But that was awesome. And then Saturday I did a little bit of the Top Guy weekend with Conrad, because I got media passes for that. They wanted me to help cover that, but I wasn't allowed to talk about any of the stories and stuff that was, because the stuff that was discussed in the panels and the special shows and stuff was just for the people that were there. But I could talk about the experience and everything and just kind of sell the whole event. And it was fun, man. It was a cool experience. We had live podcasts from they did the live Kurt Angle show Saturday morning, and then after that, a live What Happened When with Tony, and then Orange Show, JR's podcast was live. They did watch alongs. Bischoff show was live. They did a bunch of stuff. They had, and they did like panels too with interviews where people could ask them questions, and they were just telling stories. It was really cool, man. They do good stuff over there at free shows. They're good friends of the site and good friends of the shows. They're awesome people. So if anybody that doesn't check out Conrad's stuff over at free shows should check it out. And their Patreon's not that pricey, and you get a lot of good content out of that too. You get early, so it's worth looking into, and that's what this weekend was for. It was fun. It was a good weekend all around. There's a lot of people breezing through. Also, I think Charlotte was in town. She was there, I guess, probably with Andrade. I think she was there at Rampage on. I think she was at Rampage on Wednesday. Not positive, but she was definitely. Rampage on Friday. But she was definitely in town. I don't think she was backstage for the pay-per-view, but she was in town visiting. She made I saw her at the Top Guys thing. We stopped by. Her and Rick stopped by and said hey to some people. So she was definitely there. That's if anybody wants that information. So that was cool. But everything was it was such a busy day though too, because I couldn't do everything because I had to bounce in and out because Top Guy weekend, all those panels were going on during the day, but Black Label Pro was running. Ground Control to Filthy Tom during the day, the Tom Lawler Tom Lawler and Daniel Garcia was the main event of that, and it was fucking awesome. Daniel Garcia kicks ass, bro. That shit was fucking great. And so that was the main event for the daytime show. And then we had in the evening, Saturday night was Saturday night was the War Games after that. And then Art of War Games, of course, was insane. That was did you see any of that other than just that one little bit of the Moxley stuff? Did you check out?
I just saw the main event. Really, I was a little preoccupied that night, but I saw just all that stuff.
Yeah,
was all this stuff that you went to. Was everything you went to like close to each other?
Yeah. So the Second City Summit shows that with the Black Label Pro, the GCW, and Effie's show was all at the same building. It's the Grand Sports Arena there in Hoffman Estates. It was about 8 minutes from the arena that AEW was running in. So that's right next to each other. And that's the same building that they ran 2 years ago for the last time they were there for All Out. So that was the same place as before. Where the Top Guys thing was down at the hotel down in it was at a different hotel. It's a little bit further away. I think it was down in Schaumburg, which is like 15 minutes away, but it was good. They're pretty close. But yeah, everything was pretty much right there. So you were able to do both. You were able to bounce around for both. But and man, War Games was insane, bro. That was an awesome show. It was. There was a bunch of AEW people hanging out too in the back, like a bunch watching because they were all like able to hang out and sit. Yeah, because they had nothing going on that night. I guess they finished up all their meet and greet stuff. So there's a bunch of people hanging out. Marco was there. I saw Dante. Was it Dante the one that wrestled tonight? Martin. Yes. Yeah, Dante was there. I think Bowens was there. Janela, of course, was there. There's a bunch of people there, man. They're just all hanging out in the back, just chilling, watching the show. It was a fucking fun night. And then Sunday, Effie's thing, man. Effie's Big Gay Brunch was probably one of the most overall fun, and everybody was in a good mood. It was a total different feel. You know what I mean? It was happy. Everybody was there to have a good time. It was fun.
I saw brunch. Twitter. It was all over Twitter.
Oh, I was all over posting that shit on Twitter, man. We had such a good time. They had breakfast. There was some brunch for everybody, so that was fun.
Big Gay Brunch.
Yeah. Oh man, the food there, the concessions was at the Grand Sports Arena was his Hispanic lady just making tacos and tamales and just cooking Mexican food, authentic Mexican food she didn't speak English. Her daughters, I think, had to take the order and hand her the ticket, and then they give you the food. Man, that shit was so good. I ate so many quesadillas and tacos this weekend just watching wrestling. It was awesome. It was a good time, man. It was a good weekend for wrestling. It was a lot of fun, and I got to hang out with everybody too. All those guys. I got to see so many friends. Yeah. We hung out after GCW with everybody, just chilling until I didn't get home until 7 a.m. I ended up going out and eating breakfast with Kurt Stallion, or Stallion Rogers now that he's not in NXT anymore since they trademarked his original name. So we all went out and ate, and everybody was hanging out after the show. Everybody was just in such a good mood. Everybody was in such a good mood all weekend. And then Sunday night after the pay-per-view, everybody went out to the after party, and everybody was at the AEW after party. A lot of the GCW people were there too. So we were all hanging out, and I was shuttling people back and forth to the airport because everybody's planes were leaving at like 5:30 in the morning. So nobody was like, wow, there's no point in going to sleep. So we're just going to stay up and drink. So I was like driving people from the after party back to their hotels so they could get loaded up, and then driving other people back. And I made probably 4 or 5 trips from the after party to the hotel throughout the night. It was fun though. Dang. It was a long weekend. It was a long weekend, bro. And where I was staying too, so I wasn't even staying anywhere near the venue. I was way up in Wrigleyville at my buddy's apartment, which was in the north side, right near where the Cubs play. So Hoffman Estates from there was literally like an hour and 10 minutes without traffic. With traffic on Wednesday night, it took us almost 2 fucking hours. I was riding with Nick Hausman from Wrestling Inc. We were riding down there together because he lives downtown. So I picked him up and we were heading down, and it was an hour and 52-minute drive from downtown to Hoffman Estates. And that wasn't so bad, I think, the second day. On Friday night, it was only like an hour and a half. But the rest of the weekend, it was about an hour every time. So I made a lot of trips out to Hoffman from downtown. I can handle not doing that again for another year. But you can't pass up a free place to stay. I couldn't have. I mean, I was there for 7 days, so I mean, I have to. I mean, I stay with my buddy. I'll suffer the drive instead of suffering the hit to my wallet for a 7-day hotel run. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when are you leaving for Philly?
Shit, man. What time do you? When do you guys want me to get there? I mean, what's the plan? Friday night, probably sometime Friday night, probably Friday afternoon, because the show's Sunday, right?
Show is Sunday, yes.
Show's Sunday. I know that Camp Leapfrog is going on Sunday before the pay-per-view. That's their like Chris Levine, referee for GCW. He runs Camp Leapfrog. There's a bunch of indie guys doing an indie show somewhere. So they invite us to that as well. So I might check out that. Kate Hensler invited us to the show she's working the day before, I think. It's I have to look it up on my phone, but it had a fucking stacked ass card. We want to look into that. I think it was like an hour and 10 minutes away from you guys, she said, though. So it depends on what everybody wants to do for a drive there. But I don't know, man. I'm open for anything. I am going to relax tomorrow a little bit, try to work around here. I'm not going to leave my fucking house. I'm going to be lazy. Oh, yeah. You guys are going to be dreading me with Falcons Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are probably going to win.
It's perfect time. It's funny how that all works out, actually.
Yeah. What time's the game? 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock, yeah. We'll have that because I feel like somehow we're gonna have to watch that game and then.
Chris. Sorry, buddy. I don't know. Timing's pretty bad there. Camp Leapfrog started at 1 o'clock too. So probably gonna have to watch the Birds, the Battle of the Birds. But yeah, that'll be fun.
I remember Butler saying before this was between someone trying to make fun of us, but I kind of was ignoring it until now. I was reading it. It was pretty funny. But Butler was saying shenanigans to our we have the jaBROnis world title on our show, and you guys have the Push Predictions Championship, and I currently have all of them. And he's saying shenanigans.
I'm agreeing with the shenanigans. So you guys sent me. By the time I got like, can you fill out the predictions and send it to us? I was already at the fucking arena. I had no fucking signal. I couldn't fucking get anything out. I couldn't get anything out. I was connected to 2 different Wi-Fi's too. I had the AEW media Wi-Fi, which I wasn't supposed to have, but I got to. I had 3 Wi-Fi passwords. I ended up with the Now Arena's Wi-Fi password that I got a hold of Wednesday night that we probably weren't supposed to get a hold of, that somebody shared with us. And then Sunday I had the fucking one for the lounge, the suite. So I had like the suite Wi-Fi. None of them were working. They were all just dropping constantly. So I couldn't get anything out hardly at all. You've noticed I did no tweets, nothing during the show because I couldn't get shit out until half the people got out of the arena. I was able to get text and everything out. So yeah, I couldn't do any of my predictions, man.
I mentioned to Dom, I was like, I don't know. I was like, he was there for a while. I figured you guys would have connected and he would have just told you his picks at some point during the. As
soon as I got to the parking lot of the building, no signal. Like
I didn't. I thought it was.
There.
I thought they were locked in already.
I didn't have them yet. I was at that show. I was in a car at a wrestling show probably from Friday afternoon at like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock when we got to the building at 5 o'clock to get our Rampage media shit. Or maybe it's 6 o'clock. From 6 o'clock Friday, if I wasn't sleeping I probably about 8 hours of sleep all week. I was at a wrestling show or driving. I didn't have time to do anything at all. So like I was trying to check my phone the whole show. No signal at any of these events because it's like shitty service with like thousands of people trying to use no signal. I had no signal to anything. By the time I left because you guys were texting me to do my predictions when we were when I was at Effie's. So I had no signal at Effie's and I left Effie's and pretty much went straight to the building because I had to go. We're trying to go do the AEW all outside pre-show thing with the Wingmen and the Gun Club and a bunch of people at the place across the street that they had like an after party, an outside pre-show party. And yeah, so I was trying to do so much stuff. And as soon as we pulled into the parking lot, phone just didn't work. I was like, fuck. I couldn't even meet up. I was having a hard time meeting up with people to tell them where I was, all the other media people that were there, because I got out that, hey, I'm in where I was in the parking lot, and then I couldn't get anything out after that. So people just showing up at the car after I left to go get my ticket, and they're just like, where the fuck are you? I'm like, I'm on my way. And I couldn't tell anybody. It was a pain in the ass, man.
But I feel I went 9-1, and the only one I got wrong was the Battle Royal, and that's because I didn't go with the sheep of Ruby. Everyone's saying Ruby Soho. I thought she would come back. I didn't think she would win it because I didn't think she should get into a title feud.
Yeah, I would have picked Rosa in that one anyway, so I wouldn't.
So that's what I picked. That's what me and Butler picked. We both picked. But besides the Battle Royal, just everything else, not 9-0. Besides the Battle Royal. And then Butler, we do confidence points. So he had a high. It was basically, that was the decider. We were in agreement for most of the card. But the MJ, I had Jericho, he had MJF, and he put a high amount of points on it. And then he got his heart ripped out with the Dusty finish. And
yeah, I can relate to that.
Asterisk and
I can relate to shenanigans. That's how I felt about that Royal Rumble shit when I like had my pick. I had fucking Edge, or was it Edge that won this year? Who won the fucking Rumble this year?
Edge. Yeah,
because they announced it with he was the pick 2 or whatever the day before when they were like, oh, picks 1 and 2 or somebody in Edge. Or Randy Orton Edge, or who was it? I don't remember, but either way, I had Edge at pick 2, and then the next day when they came out, they flip-flopped him to where Edge was number 1, and I was like, oh, this is bullshit. Because they announced him on Saturday as being like pick number 2, and I had pick 2, so I was like, fuck yes, I'm not trading. I would have traded picks like I did the year before when I traded the fucking world to get the first pick for Brock because I thought Brock was going to do better. So, yeah, I was a little salty about that. So I get it. I get the asterisk. I understand his plight and shenanigans plea. So I'm calling shenanigans too. You guys caught me. You were like, man, we better fucking catch Cassie when he's at the arena so he can't fucking play this game because if we're probably going to lose. He knows the spoilers. He's the spoiler. He's going to know all the answers.
Your co-host seemed to. He had some very interesting picks. I had some very out there picks.
Oh, I would have lost. Don't listen to me at all. I would have lost that fucking. You know my predictions. I ended up going like 1-11 for like. I'm like, how did I only get one match right? Like it's terrible what happens to me in different predictions. I don't know what.
I'm a fan of running with this still, and Mike's not happy with it, but
that's even better. Get that heat, man.
He hasn't been champion for a while because before me it was WWE Hall of Famer Kane, and
I made my own title because I got tired. I'm the team Taz of our podcast group. So
I like it.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, guys.
But if you're coming down here, you should bring it with you, so maybe I can potentially take it off of you.
And I'm going to forget it. But what I am going to remember to bring is I'm going to remember to bring Dom's box of the Vampiro Nail in the Coffin gift box that I've had for fucking a year almost. That he was supposed to like. He's supposed to have been somewhere twice, and I brought it with me on 2 trips to give him to him in person, and he just didn't show up. I'm like, I'm not mailing this bitch anymore. I'm just going to fucking carry it around with me until you actually show up. So now I guess I'm going to have to carry it with me to take to him, hand deliver it. This Nail in the Coffin Vampiro fucking gift box that they sent us for interviewing him a year ago. So, but no, I'll be up there, man. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good time. The Ring of Honor card looks fun. I'm sucks for Florida, but hey.
Yeah, I feel I was so we were there a few weeks ago, but it was the same night of the Punk debut, and I mean, I got to see. I mainly was there for Brian Johnson, the Mecca. And then Danhausen, I got to see. And then like once after I saw a few things I wanted to see, everything, it was great. It was a great show, but like it was really just like you could just feel it. Like this, like Punk was coming back, and it like I don't know. I felt like it made the experience not what it could have been because that was the first time I've ever been to 2300 Arena which is crazy.
Nice.
Like that's the
I'm
first
surprised.
time.
How is that possible? Don't you live in that town?
I do, but it was the first time I actually ever got to go to a show there. My first show of theirs was not even close. It was like in New Orleans. Finally, when I went to a show there. It wasn't even in Philadelphia. That's how crazy.
I've been to that arena twice. That's actually how I met Dom for the first time at that building, but it wasn't ROH. It was we were at House of Hardcore.
Okay.
And that was fun. But we did House of Hardcore there, and that was when I actually ended up drinking Sandman's drinking beers with Sandman and drinking the Young Bucks beers in the ring because they don't drink beer.
They're good Christian boys.
Yeah, and Jay got scared because Bobby Roode looked mad at him when he tried to get into the ring and didn't get in the ring with us. But I drank. It was fun.
Yeah, a sweet picture out of it.
Yeah. So I mean, this weekend will be good, man. I don't know what time do you guys think would be? I mean, shit. Do you guys do anything Friday night? Like, we need to figure this out as a group. What we're gonna do.
I'm open to do whatever. I'm open the weekend.
All right. Yeah. I guess we'll talk to Kate's in their group and see what their plans. I know she was busy Saturday, but I think they're all wanting to get up sometime Sunday. All those people that are gonna be down there. So it'll be fun. It'll be a fun time. I think Jay's going with me. Did Dom tell you that? I got him and I a ticket because Dom said you guys already had tickets.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we had.
Yeah. So Jay and I I got Jay and I a ticket. I don't know where we're gonna be at. We're in the venue, but I need to email fucking them tomorrow and remind them. So I'll have my tickets at will call. But yeah, it'll be fun, man. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen ROH since Charlotte a couple of years ago. No, Atlanta, 2019 or beginning of 2020. I don't remember exactly when it was, but Chase Owens was there, and it was PCO did that crazy ass dive. It was at center stage, and PCO did that crazy ass dive out of the ring and busted his fucking head open. It was bleeding all over the fucking place. That was fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I need to look at the card. I haven't even checked the card out. I've been just so busy, bro. That was fucking nuts. I did get a lot of good AEW toys while I was up there, though.
That's always good.
So I stopped at Toy Headquarters in Lexington. They're Real Toy Vomit on Twitter. Have you ever seen them?
No.
It's a huge toy store. I think I've even seen like the Cardona and Brian Myers make a stop down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stopped in down there and I was looking for old stuff, and I was about to buy some old shit, some like old early, like some mid-90s WCW figures and shit. But then I ended up just going with AEW figures. I saw 3 there, and I got the Series 1, Figure 1, the Cody, the first one in the line, for like $35. So I was like, shit, dude, okay. And then I grabbed Series 1 Nick Jackson just because it was there, and then I found a Series 2 Phoenix. So I was like, oh shit, all right. So I bought those 3. So I spent some money at Toy Vomit. Those guys are awesome. I was going to try to go back down there. The plan was I was going to leave Tuesday and swing through there on I would swing back through on the way Tuesday because they had Evil Uno down there doing a meet and greet at 7:00 when the thing closed. So I was trying to leave like around lunchtime, like 1:00 Tuesday to get down there, but I was so tired from the night before. I didn't get back home from the after party and all that stuff we did the night before. We did there was some bullshit the night before, but it was just been like 2 days of the after party and then chasing down some bullshit interviews that never happened. I'll tell you about that off the air.
I can't wait for some amazing stories. I'm going to
story time with Cassidy. There's so much they're all off the record stories, unfortunately, for the most part this weekend.
I'm ready for story time with Cassidy.
Oh, man. Yeah, there was some stories this weekend, but a lot of them were bullshit ones that I can't really go into detail with a lot of people. But it was a fun weekend. I saw a lot of stuff. It was good. Everybody should go check out these events, these wrestling. You'll see some stuff. I promise. I promise you hang out, you'll see good times. But it was fun. I did the sightseeing stuff too. I did the touristy shit. I went downtown, saw Chicago a couple times, went to the pier, went and saw the fucking big chrome bean thing that everybody looks at, and hung out with
it's iconic.
Yeah, and just hung out with some other wrestling media people, and just did the gimmick, man. Saw all the colleagues, all the peers. Saw a great Magic Trick by Joey Janela. I retweeted that. You should look it up.
Yes, I saw that.
He made a man disappear with cards. It was awesome.
I watched it once completely, and then it started playing again, and all of a sudden I just looked over a little to the left, and I was like, yo, it's fucking Cass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had the aftermath on mine. I didn't get the beginning of it, but I was slow to get my phone out because I'm not from the age of, like, have your phone ready to record shit at all times, you know? So I was like, oh, I need to record this. And by the time I got it up, it was just like him throwing it, and I got the tail end of it, and I was like, damn it. But
yeah, I lived vicariously through Twitter the entire weekend, so it was like I was there.
The after party was a good time, man. Everybody was having good fun at the bar. There was so many fucking people there. It was good. Got to see Nyla again because I hadn't seen her since her birthday. She was excited. She was happy. That everybody was just in a good mood. It was such a good show that everybody was so happy and in a good
That's
mood.
the best thing about those big wrestling shows, regardless, where it's like a whole weekend thing, like, and just every bar you go to, it's just everyone's in a good mood, and it's just like it's nothing but positive vibes. There's no negative energy anywhere. That's the best thing about those all like weekends completely. It's the best.
I should. If I'd known Thursday night, I should have gone and checked out AAW out at Berwyn. They did the Berwyn Eagles Club or whatever out in AAW. But I didn't even know that was happening. I've been driving. I didn't look at the schedule well to see what was going on. I bailed on the Max Caster thing. I should have done that. I almost went and watched Big Boy and Twista. I should have done that.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was just drained Thursday. Thursday was kind of like my day off. Yeah, well, what happened was I ate a big ass I ordered a bunch of DoorDash, and I was like, I'll just eat some food and just hang out for a little bit and see what's going to happen. Then I'll go. I ate that food and passed the fuck out, bro, and woke up and I was like, oh, I woke up and Bear Bronson's hit me up. He's like, hey, man, do you want to go to Caster's thing? I was like, fuck yeah, I guess I will since I just Big Boy and Twista. Shit, let's go. And then I didn't even end up going to that because they were off doing their thing, and I was just going to be me by myself. So I was like, I didn't really want to go by myself. So I just stayed there at my buddy's apartment Thursday night and took it easy. I needed it. I needed that rest because, like I said, that was the only day I got any sleep. And I didn't even sleep much that day because I was up late. I couldn't sleep. I was in a fucking weird schedule, but I didn't get home every morning until about 5 or 6 o'clock, it seemed like, every night. And I had to be back out at like 9 o'clock almost every day throughout the weekend. So I was just 1 hour. I was getting back like, why did they even bother? Like, this was a fucking stupid plan. I got to take an hour nap and then drive for another fucking hour. I should have just slept in my car out there instead, but here we are. Or just slept in the lobby. Nobody would know. Like, there's another homeless guy. What's this homeless guy doing in the lobby sleeping? Yeah. But it was a good time, man. I wish you guys had gone. I kept trying to convince Dom or somebody to go up there.
He tried to get me to work out when I was like, it's my wife's birthday weekend. It's holiday weekend. It's always like, what? Soon enough, like, I'm going to make I'm doing the whole thing. I'm doing the all out or the all in, the weekend experience.
That's what it's every Labor Day. So I mean, it's gonna fall on that every time.
It's it's Memorial Day or Labor Day. Both
Double or Nothing's always Memorial Day, and Labor Day is always all in or all out.
So it's gonna happen soon enough. I'm doing the extended one where I'm doing like the Wednesday to Tuesday or the Thursday to Monday, Thursday to Tuesday, something like that, and just enjoy it.
If you want another fun weekend, it's the day after Thanksgiving, so it's like Black Friday weekend down here in Winston-Salem. WrestleCade weekend is awesome. WrestleCade is real fun. They have a lot. If you look at the lineup for WrestleCade already, it's impressive as shit. Like I think they announced Malachi Black today, it's a huge convention, man. You go look, everybody's there. They do a couple of shows every night, and then there's events running at the convention center all week.
I remember looking at a lot about it last year.
Yeah, it got canceled last year because of COVID.
Yeah, because
they did a virtual last year, I think, because of COVID. They just showed like the best of like on their social media. They just streamed like the top 10 matches from like the last 10 years of WrestleCade, because I've been doing that for years, man. I go almost every year. it's a good excuse to get out of doing the family shit for Thanksgiving. I'm like, guys, I got to go work. I can't hang out and do family shit all Thanksgiving. I got to get out of here.
I got to go to Salem.
I got to leave Atlanta. Sorry, guys. I got to drive to Salem, Winston-Salem. So that's like 6 hours or something like that. So I'm just out of there. Sorry, guys. You know, got to go do the wrestling gimmick for a weekend. So it's fine. It's a good excuse to avoid a bunch of sitting around family stuff for 3 or 4 days. But
we're trying to pick it up. We're hitting up a couple shows coming up. So we got the ROH show, and then we're all going to SmackDown. We're also all a few weeks after that, then going to Dynamite. So,
are you going? You're going to Arthur Ashe, right? Are you going?
No, I'm not going to Arthur Ashe. We got a Dynamite in Philly in October. We got a SmackDown at the end of September. And then we got the ROH show. So that's our.
Is the Philly when is that the 8th or the 2nd or something like that of October? It's at the beginning.
Yeah,
right?
it's rescheduled from last year. It's like somewhere around the 12th. I don't know the exact date, but it's towards the middle of the beginning of the month, okay. I believe. And then I'm trying to we're going to be doing some stuff for the YouTube for both for SmackDown and Dynamite. So
nice.
We have some ideas, so that should be fun.
I had planned on doing a whole bunch of like in the parking lot stuff, you know, just talking to everybody, walking around, just doing like experience shit. But I was just so all over the place. I didn't get anything done. I bought a new stabilizer gimmick, trying to learn to use it on the fly with my phone. It's just slightly off centered, so it's like it was perfectly stabilizing shit, but it was just like not level. I was like, why is this bitch not level when it starts? I didn't calibrate it right when I started.
I have one. I have no idea how to work it. I just keep my thumb on the one part and it keeps it still. But then I also have something to plug in for a microphone and everything now. So I'm sure it'll keep it stabilized, but it should be good. Yeah,
I got it. It's one of these, this thing here. So, but yeah, I definitely when I was looking at the video, I was like, man, that ring is just like slightly slanted. I was like, that's going to drive me fucking insane. So I was like, I'm not using this until I figure out how to fix that. So that's the trick. This week, I'm going to learn how to use this thing. And this week, it's fucking Wednesday. And I'm leaving Friday to go to Philly. Dude, you don't understand how I'm going to be a fucking zombie this weekend, dude. Really? I don't even know how much I'm going to drink. Because I'm just be like, I'm just dead.
We're going to get wrecked on Friday.
Yeah, I need to look how far it is. What is it, like 9 hours, I think? How late do bars open up there?
2.
Okay, so yeah, I'd need to be up there. I can't be too late then if we're gonna go out Friday night. It'll be all right. I'll make it up. I'll make it work. I'll just try to leave Friday afternoon so I can get there sometime Friday night.
We can stash out some booze and alcohol and whatnot.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a quick turnaround for me on trips, man. Like it felt like it was going to be a little bit more of a buffer from one to the other, but here I am. Wednesday, getting ready to leave again, and in 2 days from now, I'll be sitting there with you guys. So yeah, I'll be in Philly in 2 days. So I'm super excited. If you can't tell, about being in the car again for another fucking 24 hours. And then listen to this. And then you get what's happening in 2 more days after that, or like 10 days after that. Right after I get back from hanging out with Philly again, I go home. And then I'm back up again to meet Jay for Arthur Ashe. I'm going to ride up. So I'll be in Philly again the weekend or whatever it is, the 21st. And then we're going up to New York for the show. So I'll be up there again in 10 days, dude. This is just not economically feasible, really. But here we are. Well,
the boys are all going to be in the same state.
Yeah,
same
so
city.
It'll be fun. But man, yeah, so that was it. It's been a weekend. It has been a week. That's about all I got I can talk about. But everybody, we're gonna do the close ups here. So if you haven't yet, you should be subscribed to our YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up. That's how people find us. The more you thumbs us up, you know what I mean? The more of those you get, it's easier for people to find us. We show up in the algorithms. So subscriptions and likes, man, if you guys will do that for us, we appreciate it. You can follow Topher, of course, there. I think his little gimmick. You can see his Twitter gimmick there on his handle. It's at jaBROnis McCann.
Oh, yeah.
I am at Casshole with 3 O's. Of course, you can follow Body Slam Net on Twitter for the website for all our scoops and news from around the wrestling world. And, of course, follow the podcast here. You can see us all on there. It's all right here, Body Slam _pod. And follow them at jaBROnis Pod. They got episodes coming up all the time. Don't forget the Tea and Tights podcast we've got on the YouTube channel as well. I've got more stuff coming, man. I've been working on some stuff the last couple of days. Or while I was in Chicago filming some stuff, but I'm not going to start releasing until I got enough in the can to where I don't have a lull, where I have a gap, where I have stuff not able to put out. So we got some ideas and stuff coming. So guys, subscribe. We have some good stuff planned for you. Hopefully you enjoy it. But I guess we'll be back in 2 days. We'll be doing a Rampage. See, that's the thing too. I needed to do a Rampage show. So I need to be there to watch Rampage so we can do our post-show Rampage afterwards. So I guess I'll see you guys in 2 days for a live sitting in the same room fucking post.
Yeah, we'll all be together and we can all do it together.
That'll be sexy as hell.
And we're going to be talking more ideas. I feel we have a couple more ideas for the YouTube, so there's going to be a lot of stuff. Hopefully. I
think that'll be this weekend will be a perfect opportunity to record our first episode of Wrestling with Eddie.
I heard about this.
Yeah, so you guys think about what we're watching. We'll get Eddie together. We'll all hang out with him. We'll watch something, and we'll do a watch along together with everybody. Everybody can join in. We'll do a live watch along for part of the weekend and just enjoy that. So that'll be fun. I think we should do that since we're all in the same spot. It'll be a little bit easier than trying to coordinate. Like, we had no excuse if we're sitting in the same fucking spot. We could do it while we're sitting there fucking bullshitting at your house. Like, so we should be able to get it done. So I think we should at least get the first one of those up and soon. So yeah, we got some stuff planned, guys. Everybody should keep following us and check us out. Appreciate it, man. And you got anything to push, buddy? What do you got going
on? We got the jaBROnis. We're usually out every Saturday. We're out. I think here and there. I mean, we have everything set up now. Also with everything's going to be streaming live now. Everything's going to be scheduled when we're going to be putting the episodes out. We have everything updated. So we're trying to get everything going. So we're going to be set up. We're going to be scheduling the episodes and everything's going to be pumped out. We're still going to have it on podcast format, all that.
Nice. Yeah. We learned this program. So you've learned it for the most part, though. That helped this new StreamYard gimmick. So it should be easier and we should be able to get things out for people.
And just go live very easily.
Yeah. I like it.
But and also just besides I do the Monday Night jaBROnis, little fun review of a fun short review of Monday Night Raw every week, and that's usually available on bodyslam.net around Tuesday. I put that out, so it's just for fun. If you watch Raw and you go through, have a few laughs, and
I actually get most of my what happened on Raw from it because I don't watch Raw. I'm not gonna lie. Because don't you remember? I'm according to Twitter, I'm on AEW's payroll. So why would I watch Raw? Right?
Yeah. So that's why I do it. Do it for that. So I also should mention because my co-host of the jaBROnis is in here right now, pushing my asterisks for the belt collector, which I have, and I can't wait till he sees this set up for our next episode where all my information. I think he's gonna like it.
Oh, I'm already excited about it.
But that's about it.
That's about it. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us and join us. Also, win Dom's shit. Dom's giving away stuff. So go to our Twitter. There's a little contest we have going on. If you go to our Twitter, you can see it's probably on all of them, but go to the push Twitter, bodyslam _pod. You'll see the contest there where you can win a Summer of Cena, the new Cena shirt, the green one that just came out. Yeah. So win our shit. And then after that, after that one, I've got another. Well, I'm looking for it, but I was going to give a Funko. I think it's my Edge Funko. I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's way far away. But we'll have stuff. We're going to win some stuff here. We'll give you guys.
I was talking to Dom too, and we're going to be starting doing that with you, and kind of like you guys do one, we're going to be doing one, and kind of keep bouncing it. So
nice.
Get some stuff out.
Yeah, man. We're give back to these guys that sit here and listen to us bullshit for no reason. I don't know why they do, but I love that they do, and we appreciate all of you. I mean, fuck, there'd be no reason to do this if we want people listening. So the least we can do is give you some of our shit for free. So let's do that. But guys, thanks for doing it. Thanks for hanging out. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on all of our social media gimmicks. I'm sure we're pretty easy to find. I'm Cass Hole on everything. If you type that into any social media thing, you should find me, from Facebook to Instagram to Snapchat to Twitter to what the fuck ever. You should be able to find me. Yeah, it's across the board. That is who I am. So yeah, find me. Again, like the YouTube, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. See you guys in a couple days. Peace.